Today in this video we will build a flashcard app using Vibe Kanban with Cloud Code. And a little bit about what is Vibe Kanban. It's a tool that help you manage different agents in parallel. It's not orchestration tool or something. It's just a really convenient interface that help you to manage your sessions with AI like tasks in Jira, Linear, or something like this. It's a really nice step to understand how agents work, how you can parallel your work before you will go to the next step with orchestration and so on. We will build a Flash deck app. It's always better to learn new tools and new stuff on real task. You just imagine or create for yourself in your head a real task and try to solve it using this new tool, and it's a best fastest way to learn and understand anything. I will leave everything in the description so you can just mimic or do the same. And we will do it by using Vibe Kanban. It's just managing dashboard. It's a managing system for Cloud Code and Cloud Code. You also can use Vibe Kanban with a lot of different models, and it's also a big advantage of it. So you can manage a lot of different AIs in it. I'm a Cloud Code fan, that's why I will use a Cloud Code. At first, we will set up our project, and then we will go with 3 new parallel tasks. We will pre-built flashcard content. Then in parallel, we will at the same time we will do model browser screen and then flashcard viewer and study screen. So to get started, you will need only to write in your terminal or copy this npx Vibe Kanban command. Just click this button, it's copying it, then you paste it in your terminal, press enter, and that's it. It will really fast download and open locally on your computer in your browser. Vibe Kanban onboarding. You can choose a model you want to use to work in it. Your ID. I prefer Cloud Code and Cursor, and sound for notification when it finished with task. We have really funny sounds here. And then you press continue, you log in into your account, and after you log in, you inside. I found the onboarding not really useful, but on the website here in the guide session, we have all we need, and I learned everything from this guide session. Right now, we inside this Vibe Kanban, and we need to create a project. Here, from in the left, you can click plus button and enter your project name. I will make a flash deck. It's like how my app named. Here is some little onboarding that's really useless and lazy onboarding. You just have a screenshot and some little text. It's really tell you nothing in the beginning. So that's why I'm filming this video. Yeah, we created a project. If you're starting fresh and you project from scratch, you need to prepare it before working with Vibe Kanban. You need to create a folder and a repository on the GitHub to this folder and connect it. Because if you will not do it, it will not work in a way as it should. So you can go in this edit project settings, and here we have a default repositories section. You can add your repository. I already created one, and here after you edit, you choose the branch you want to work. I choose main, and that's it. And right now we have everything set it up. We have a folder on our computer named Flash Deck. We have a project here in Vibe Kanban also named Flashback, and this project is connected to our GitHub repository. It's really important. So right now we need to create an issue. I will take a prepared prompt with our project setup. Right now we will set up our project with our Flash Deck app. Here I brainstorm with Claude and for some base setup, really basic. Then we create an issue. We can see here in the left the card appears. After creating an issue, we need to create a workspace because as we can see, it's doing nothing. Nothing works. We need to create a workspace because every issue in Vibe Kanban, it works in a separate work tree in parallel. So you can manage a lot of parallel tasks and they will not interrupt each other and so on. But here's the one downside of it. It's if you work on a one code base, one project, and your agents working on the same thing or changing something the same, it will it will appear some merge conflicts. So yeah, you need to manage properly in your head. You still need to manage here. It's not full autonomous orchestration. You need still to manage these parallel tasks. So then you have less conflicts, and even if you have conflicts, you need to solve them. So here we need to create a workspace, and as you can see, it's created automatically because I have my repository with a branch. It's understand it automatically because if I don't, there would be a problems. But because we created it a little bit earlier, step earlier, right now it's everything all right. And here we can choose our model, our agent. Let me move myself somewhere here. Here we can choose our agent. I work with Cloud Code. It's where I have subscription. Here we choose model and effort, Opus high. Here we choose a mode like permission, auto ask, plan. I want it auto accept everything, and agent. We don't have any agent. I have locally on my computer my YouTube research agent, and I have superpowers code reviewer agent, but here we don't have ones. We will use just a regular Opus model. Maybe in future videos I will cover some agents topic inside these tools and frameworks. And after everything is correct, we confirm everything. We just hit create, and task automatically goes into in progress column, and we can see here that our agents start working over here. While it's working, we can see here's our task window, and in workspace we can see, click here and see what it's doing, like in a terminal, like in real time. Also here we can expand it on a full screen. If you miss it, here in the top right corner we have this icon. After clicking it, clarifying question: what package manager do you prefer? I think we will choose a standard one. Yeah, and here you can see Git settings like main branch, and after it finished, you will be able to open pull request. You can see which branch it's working right now. Project setup up. It's created this branch and work separately in this branch. We also have some features here in the panel. You can preview the project, but for this you need to set up a dev server and so on. We will not cover it right now. I think it asks us something once again. We can also come back into the projects here because right now we're in a local workspace watching our task. If we will come back in project, we will see here something happening. Ask if anything is right. Of course, for the sake of this video and test, we'll tell it that yeah, it's right and everything is okay. We need to finish this task first, so we have an overall project context, our product flash deck up, and after this we will go and create 3 parallel tasks. Also, while you're working with Vibe Kanban, your terminal should be active, because if you will close the terminal, it will stop working. And after it will finish with project setup, and we will merge it into main. We will create these three parallel tasks and watch full power of this Vibe Kanban managing tool and how it helps us to build projects faster and more efficient. It wrote a plan and right now it started to execute this plan. And also, if you don't want to receive these notifications, you always can go in project level settings. Here in the bottom left, you have settings, and in these settings, in general, you have you have notification settings. You can turn off sound and turn off push notification. So while it's working, we can focus and create in advance our next tasks. So here, for example, we can copy our first pre-built flashcard content and we can create issue. It will be one, then we can create new issue. We can build it like a backlog of our tasks. Okay, it finished something. We can hear the notification, create issue one more issue. As you can see, we can just build a backlog of tasks here. Right now, let's watch what it's finished. All 5 tasks complete. Here is the summary, implemented, ready to feedback. It wants us to test. Here we can see 19 files changed. And if you want to see these changes, we can see it in this preview mode and watch what code we have. Let's ask it to give us a link to test if everything worked correctly. Right now we will test it. Yeah, it's give us a link. Let's see if it will work. Yeah, it's created some basic purple vibe coded stuff. We didn't connect any design agents, any design docs, style guides, and so on. So it, of course, will be really generic vibe coded design. But right now it doesn't matter. We open it. Okay, we tested everything worked, and right now let's create open pull request and let's create PR. And after we will create PR, it should, yeah, it's created pull request, open a GitHub, and after this, we see the task automatically went into in the review section. And here it wants us to review PR, and in GitHub, we can just merge this pull request, and it should go after this into done section. I think it's updated. Let's see on GitHub. Yeah, I think everything, yeah, it's merged. And if we will go into our repository, we can see 7 commits. Yeah, and that we merged this pull request. So after we merge it, we can move this into done. And first task is done. And we have 2 tasks over here that we created in advance: model browser screen and pre-built flashcard content. And now let's just start executing it. We can do it in parallel just in the main. It's still will be in a separated work tree. So yeah, we can see here that it's main branch in flash deck repository. Everything all right. Create a workspace and start executing this task. The same thing we can do with this task. Of course, we can create manually different branches. For example, if we work on a specific feature, we can create a branch for it on GitHub and then start executing task in this branch, and it will be working like over here. It will be, let me draw a little bit. It will be main branch. we work in here, but then we created a separate branch and start executing tasks, and all these tasks, they also will be executed in a separate work trees, workspaces, and after they finished, we can just merge them into our branch that we created for this feature. We merge the three tasks in this branch, and then this branch we can merge in main and continue growing in developer. We can collaborate with other people and work it that way. It's just a basic GitHub stuff. So yeah, we executed two tasks, and right now let's go and create our last third task, which is a flashcard viewer. It's a description, and right now we need to create a title, create issue, create a workspace, and let's go. And right now we can see that our three tasks are executing, and while it's working, we can focus not on doom scrolling as I did previously. I used to doom scroll a lot while my AI working, but right now you can think more about strategy. Maybe in this time, like it's building, we can investigate some designs or other agents we can connect. And inside in here we have agents. We can create agents here, connect agents, but it will be a little bit more advanced. Even with basic Claude stuff, we can build a lot of things. And here, even if you will create some agents, you will need to manage and maintain this agent orchestrated by yourself. It's not fully autonomous. You still need to create tasks, review tasks. You still need to answer the questions here. If in session Claude or your other AI will ask you like it did in the first setup. So yeah, it finished. Let's see. You need to manage. You need to create pull requests, review them. It's more like a technical stuff, more like for developers because it's really convenient here to view the code, write comments inside the code, and so on. There's a lot of features for in this mode when you here and you want to review the code here. In this we didn't change anything because I think it asked some question. Go, I have a clear picture of the project here. What I found. Okay, for example, previously I worked into a terminal like here in cursor, and I still work in terminal, and you need to open some windows, terminals, a lot of terminals, and manage them in parallel and answer. It's kind of the same thing, but in better, more convenient interface with more options. And here you can use more models, more AIs, and we can see here some task. It want us answer what I won't do. Hover effect. Does this design look right? Okay, it's ask us about design approach. Yes, it looks right. Let's watch over here. Pre-built flashcard. And also here, even if you close computer and terminal, one more big advantage of using this Vibe Kanban. So if you here will close the window, a terminal window, you will lose all context and session, but here you will have your history. Your history, what you did, you can open this first thing, open and see what it did in this session. So you will always have access to it. Working tree is clean. Okay, it's committed, and right now we can. I think we can merge it. Yeah, we merge it, and after merge, we can see that it's automatically goes into a done column. So it's understand a stage of the task. It's something in between, in the middle of manual sessions management, like in pure terminal, and full autonomous automation, like with Clobot or stuff like this. So yeah, let's wait and finish this task and watch what what it will build for us. So we finished with all conflict, pushed and merged everything in main, and right now we can manually switch our column. And what I want to do now is to launch and test the project. I have it open here in my terminal, and I will ask here. I think I also can do it right there, but I want to do it here. So yeah, here's our flashcard app. We have different modules like GitHub Basics, Cloud Code Essentials, JavaScript Fundamentals, and Terminal Commands, and 10 cards in every module. Let's start with GitHub Basics, and we see what is repository repo in GitHub. We can click, it turns, and we can see that a repository is a project folder that contains all files, revision history, and we can see information. Yes, some UI issues, but it's a really decent start. It just, we just started, but it's already working. We have a content, we have cards. What is a pull request PR? A pull request is a proposal to merge changes from one branch into another. It enables code review, discussion, and automated checks before merging. Yeah, it's working. We have some cards, and we can redesign it and build on top of it. It's useful. I think it's pretty useful, especially for vibe coders. This format, we can if you will interested, you can type in a comment, and I will turn it into a proper project. I will show how we can redesign it and push, I don't know, for the production, so you can share a link with the people and make it a real nice project. Because right now, as you can see, it's really basic vibe coded AI slope with purple colors, but we can fix it pretty easily. Yeah, it's work. Amazing. You can just for better understanding, I really advise you to come up with some idea. Maybe you already have something you always want to build, and just repeat after me. Just try to set up yourself a project. You will face a lot of problems. These things will not work. This stuff will not connect, and you will resolve it. And in a way, only after you will go through an idea, setting up a GitHub repo folder and everything, and then a working project, you will understand how this wrapper, how this Vibe Kanban works. If you worked with terminal before, it will be much easier for you to understand everything, but I tried to show you the all necessary basics from start to finish to how you can web code and build real projects faster and better with Vibe Kanban. I hope this video was useful for you. If you want me to continue maybe growing and developing this project with flashcard, it's just, random idea to show you how Vibe Kanban work. Feel free to type it in a comment, and I will continue, maybe make another video where we'll redesign it and maybe add some agents into this setup and just grow this project, make it better, add some modules for flashcard, maybe flashcard generator, add some proper UI design, and so on. So yeah, in a conclusion, I want to say that I really like how it works. At the beginning, it was strange for me. I can just do the same in a terminal like this, and it will work. But then I really found the history that I have here, and managing complex projects and branches, big products, much easier and better through Vibe Kanban. So yeah, it's really nice tool. Yeah, it's a little bit more technical for more tech savvy people, but still, even if you are not technical like me, you can use it pretty efficient and build cool stuff.